What's up, everybody? Kelp here, and we made some mistakes in season 4, and we're not going to make them in season 5. So, starting off with the Hell Tides. So, the Hell Tides, everybody thought that that was going to be the best place to level. And yes, you get a lot of rewards opening chest, you get a lot of veiled crystals, you get a lot of legendaries, but it is not the fastest way to level. So if you would have done 15 levels above you in Nightmare Dungeons while you're leveling in Season 4 or Season 5, or 15 levels above you in the pits, that would be the fastest way to level. But there is a catch. So in this season, Season 5, there is no level cap. You could do 30 levels above you and get extra experience. So can we get a round of applause for that? That is fantastic. Great season 5 update. I love it. That is going to be so nice for not just your first character, but also your second, third, and fourth if you want to make multiple characters in the season. That is fantastic. Also, Infernal Hordes is going to be such a quick way to level. There's 60-second waves now. So when you get an Infernal Horde and you're leveling, I think it's going to be a good idea to utilize that strategy. Might be the fastest way in Season 5 to level. So I spent too much time again in Season 4 in the Hell Tides, and I won't be doing that again. Another mistake I made is tempering. You could temper very, very early in the season. So I'm playing a hardcore character right now, and I started tempering my gear at level 15 or 20, and I probably didn't start tempering gear or keep up on the tempers till world tier 4. So temper your gear early because it will make you much powerful to blow through content, because there is going to be even better temper recipes in next season. So you're going to be able to utilize all those recipes, especially for Sork. There's some really cool ones for Sork. I'm super pumped about that. And once you get a temper manual, start putting it on your gear right away. It will make you level a lot faster, be much stronger, feel more powerful in the leveling grind. Also, something I do all the time and I forget, want to remind you, I don't know how to put a timer on it because it just, I have it for the first 30 minutes and then I go another 30 minutes without it. And I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have a potion on. Don't put your potions on while you're leveling. Big mistake I made in Season 5. And then just keep all your potions. Don't get rid of your potions. Keep all your potions because you don't know which ones you'll need in the late game. Favorite stat from level 1 to 99 is movement speed. You can on your boots and you can on your neck. You could also temper movement speed on your boots, and you could temper movement speed on your neck. Movement speed is OP while leveling. Make sure you get some items with movement speed. If you get them, don't delete them. Just check them out. Put some new aspects on them. Literally, it is a game changer if you're fast while you're leveling, especially if you start going through some pits or you start going through some nightmare dungeons. It makes so much more sense to have a high movement speed. So with that, so my strategy this season when it comes to inventory management is keep items for other builds on separate tabs. So let's say I'm building a chain lightning sorcerer. I want to build my chain lightning sorcerer on my gear, but I also know I'm going to want a frozen orb sorcerer or a hydra sorcerer. Keep them on different tabs, and then you can upgrade those pieces as you get better gear. So if you want to switch over to that build, you have it on each tab. That will help you not have too many items, because you're utilizing your best items for those builds. And temper them early, especially if you're already level 100. Temper them early. If you get bricked or not, it doesn't look like we're going to get unbricked on any of these items. So temper them early. If you think you want to use it for that specific build in the future, that's how I'm going to organize my stash tabs this season in Season 5. Also, I'm going to salvage all my legendaries that have a codex while I'm leveling, and then I'm also going to sell everything else that I don't need to gold. So gold is going to be really important, so make sure you do your Tree of Whispers. I said to myself in Season 4 that I was like, oh, I'm going to get every Tree of Whisper point I could get that's on the map at all times, because I know I'm going to need gold. And guess what? I didn't. And I needed gold. Right when I got 100, I wanted to start masterwork and I wanted to start temper. I wanted to start doing all these things that require gold enchanting. And I didn't have enough gold for it. So Trio Whispers is going to be your friend. Make sure you're doing them when they're up. Especially the Helltides Tree Whispers, they're going to be a lot faster because they're all bunched together now in season 5. That's one of the quality of life changes that we got. So that is going to be very, very nice. So once you get a really good item, there is the Diablo Sanctuary Discord. That is where you could sell. They also have a website. That is where you could sell your gear, for gold. And once you sell it for gold, you can set your price. And if they bid on it, you could sell it to them, meet them in game, get their BattleNet ID and make that trade. So I would say definitely utilize the Sanctuary website early. I didn't utilize it early. I found out late about it that it was a trading website that you could do that. There is no auction house in Diablo, unfortunately. So this is the best possible way for us to trade with one another is through that Sanctuary and hopefully get some sweet items or get some gold for those items that you have. Finally, the last one, mistakes were made in season 4 around the pits. There's one I'm sad about and there's one I want you to know about. So once I found out I could do a level 61 pit, I did 61 pits for a long time to get an Ethereum. I didn't challenge myself to get to 70, get to 80, to well after I had substantial gear to do so. So challenge yourself to that point where it takes about 3 to 4 minutes to complete the pit. Once you get past that, takes 5-6 minutes, then you want to go back to that 3 to 4 minute highest level pit that you could do to save time. So I spent a lot of time in the pits because I was doing lower level pits. So you want to get to that point where you could farm in the 90s or early 100s. Then you're going to be getting a substantial amount in Ethereum for your gear. All right. So with the pits, this one, it's a dagger in my heart, but it slowed down progression so much, guys. So much. I had so much fun. The fun, don't take the fun out of Diablo. I don't know if they're going to change this, but 90% of the time when I was doing pits, I was doing it in groups. So grouping in the pits, it just kills the efficiency of getting an Ethereum. Literally, if you're doing 101 pit, person that gets it, I think gets 60 and you're getting 30. And you're literally doing it in the same amount of time. So it's like doing a run in 6 minutes by yourself. You wouldn't want to run a 6-minute pit. It just doesn't make any sense. So this season, unfortunately, if they don't change it, we're going to be doing a lot of solo pits because it takes way too much away, too much time. I am all about saving time in my life and saving time in a video game. And that is the way that we might have to do it. Hopefully they make that change. But Infernal Hordes, that's where we're going to group together and we're going to have a lot of fun in there because they just upped the rewards. There's no reason not to group in them. It doesn't have any negative effects on your loot or whatever else. It doesn't take as longer because it's 60-second waves. It doesn't matter. It's going to be 60 seconds regardless. So Infernal Hordes will be grouping together. But the pits, you guys got to all run them solo. I got to run them solo unless they make that change because it is not efficient. All right, the last thing I want to talk about is Uber bosses. We want to get as many mythic uniques. So I don't know if they're called mythic bosses now. Maybe they are. We'll see what it says. But we want to get as many mythic uniques as possible. So while we're leveling, I was fighting Varshan, which was level 75 when I was 75 or 70. I was fighting Lord Zur. I was fighting Gregor. All those bosses, I was fighting the beast, are a waste of time to fight because you do not get 925 gear from those bosses. The only ones that are actually okay to fight is regular Duriel or regular Andariel. You could fight those two. But Uber bosses, save all your mats. Save your mats for the Uber bosses because you're going to want to get the better loot. You don't want to get a really good statted, I don't know, Staff of MS and then it's level 886. What are you gonna do with that? Nothing. You're gonna trash it. You're gonna get mad at it. So save your mats on Varshan, Lordzer, Gregor, and the Ice Beast because they don't drop 925 all the time. The other bosses, 100% fine to do, and then do the Uber bosses. Also, make sure you're doing them in a group, team up with a friend, ask anyone, be like, hey man, we got all these mats, who else got mats, who in a match? So get everybody in there together as a team. Let's freaking go. Don't make these mistakes in season 5. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys have a blast in season 5. I know I'm gonna. Playing Sorcerer. Check out Kefka. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel because we will see you in the next video. Later.